This is Rob from TacticalYellowVisor.net, and this is the Bravo Company Manufacturing GFG Mod 1 pistol grip for the AR-15, and this is the Mod 0 kit. Both are in black. There is a inventory list here of what's included with the grip. We'll go ahead and take a look at these. Comes in an outer Ziploc bag. Inside of it is the grip itself with a couple of inserts. We'll talk about those in a second. And you get a slotted grip screw. Thank you, Bravo Company, for giving us a slotted grip screw and not an Allen head. And you get the lock washer to hold the grip screw in place. Once you open up the second Ziploc bag, you will find the grip. In this case, this is the Mod 1. Pay attention to this back strap here. That's the primary difference between the two. And then you get this bag, again, smaller bag with two of these inserts that were listed on the inventory list with the grip. We'll talk about those inserts in a second. So there's two versions. The Mod 1 is here with the larger back strap, and the Mod 0 with the no back strap. So you can see the grips here, very similar, basically identical, with the exception of the Mod 1 having the back strap, and it actually has an increased trigger reach, if you can see that behind there. That's the difference between the two grips. So they both have a plastic hinged floor plate in the grip. It's a little tough to get open the first few times until it breaks in. It's got, there we go. Hinges open, and it's not any kind of special subdivided compartment. It's just a large compartment there. In my opinion, it's good that this is somewhat difficult to get open. It's actually rubber, not plastic, because I've had the Ergo grips in the past with their little flapper that falls out pretty easily, and I've lost stuff on the range that way. So personally, I'd rather have it be a little tough to get open and know that it's going to secure whatever I may stick in there. Alright, so you'll notice that each of the grips has this little recessed section on the front strap. And what you'll notice, if you mate that up to a lower receiver, is that it sits up higher than the ears for the trigger guard. So that's where those little inserts come in. You've got two of them. You have a extended piece like this. See if you can see that. Extended piece like that. And then you've got a slightly shorter piece like this. So there's the two inserts that comes with each grip. So each grip comes with two inserts, and there's two different types of grips. The inserts are the same whether you're using the Mod 0 or the Mod 1, but for a little simplicity here, we'll go ahead and snap them in. You'll notice the dovetail here and the accompanying slot in the grip. You just need to get those lined up and press it into place. To pull it out, they can be a little stiff. I like to use the handy dandy and ubiquitous Leatherman tool, and you can just grab onto the front and use that to pull the grip apart like so. So, extended front strap extension here, and short front strap extension there. So now you can see the difference in the two, short, long. And the reason for those two is if you have some kind of trigger guard here, like the Magpul Enhanced that already fills this in, or if you have a billet lower receiver that has a one-piece trigger guard, you don't need the extension. All right, the extension is there to cover up the gap. So you no longer need any kind of gapper or anything like that. It works similar to the way the little duckbill works on the old, they used to call them A1 duckbill grips, which I don't have here. Or the Tango down grips also work in a similar way. So if you have something that already fills it, you can use the short extension or short front strap piece. Get that wiggled in there. And that lines up like so that you have a little bit shorter grip there, and you can get a little higher on the grip. The grip profile itself is not uniform top to bottom. If you look at the old, this is an old A2 grip, you'll notice it's pretty consistent top to bottom. It tapers ever so slightly, but there's no real swell to it. There's a little slight indentation there. And this is a really old A1 grip. You'll notice it has a similar profile to the A2. The Bravo Company grip has a nice swell in the middle. It's not as wide as, say, the Tango Down BG17, the larger grip, which is my default grip of choice these days. This is a little bit smaller than that, but it's still got a nice swell, nice palm swell there, and feels comfortable in the hand when it's mated up with the lower receiver. Now the big thing that makes these different, so far all the features are available in various grips from various manufacturers. The big thing that makes these different is they have a different angle than your standard grip. So let's go ahead and take another lower, and let's grab the A2 grip, for example, and mate that up. So you see the grip angle of the A2 there, and notice the grip angle of the Bravo Company here. So if we overlay those, you can actually see how much more vertical the front strap of the Bravo Company grip is versus the pretty aggressive angle there of the A2 grip. Most of the other grips on the market are going to be similar to the A2. If you take, for example, the Magpul Mo, you'll see there that it also has a pretty similar grip to the A2. Not quite as aggressive, but still a bit more angle than the new Bravo Company grips. A1 grip there. Mate those up, hold them up here. You can see the same grip angle as the A2. Just point of reference, A1, A2. The A2 added the finger groove, slightly reduced size of the lower nubbin, but the grip angle of the two is basically identical. The other new grip that's on the market that kind of has the same more vertical approach here is the Magpul K grip, or the Mo K. And it's marketed as kind of a PDW grip. You'll notice that the grip angle between those two is almost identical. You'll also notice I have the Mod 1 here on the Bravo Company grip installed, and you'll notice that it's definitely got more meat at the back and allows you to get your hand creeped up on the grip a little higher, which is seems to be a popular desire for grips. You see people asking for that all the time. I've used the Mo K grip, and for me, my hands are not super big, but I have long fingers and don't have very meaty hands, so that distance for me from the web of my hand to the tip of my trigger finger is pretty far. I found the K grip to be kind of ridiculous for me, bringing almost my first knuckle there into the trigger, and because of that, found it to be pretty useless. For a gunman for kids or something to that effect, this might be a good grip, but I'm looking forward to giving the Bravo Company grip a try. It seems like a pretty good solution there. Just to give you an idea here, weight-wise, because if If you're familiar with my stuff at all, you've seen the scaly silver scale here all over the place. Go ahead and get that set up here. Ounces. So the Mod Zero, Bravo Company Mod Zero grip weighs in at what's that, 2.9 ounces with the short front extension. The Mod 1, let's go ahead and pull these extensions off. Alright, so the Mod Zero with no extension, 2.8. The Mod 1 with no extension, 2.8. The Mod Zero with no extension, 2.6. So we already know where that is made up, is the backstrap being further out and sticking up a little higher. Extensions themselves, 0.5 for the short. 0.05 for the short, half as much as the extended. Alright, little precision issue there with the good old scaly. For some comparisons, the Mo K, 2 ounces, the standard Mo, 2.7. So the Mo and the Mod 1 and 1 extension are in the same ballpark. The A1 grip, a lot of people don't realize this, the A1 is made from a pretty dense Bakelite type material if you get a true original A1 grip, and they were comparatively pretty heavy. And then the A2, a little bit lighter at 2.4. So again, to compare the A2, which is what most people would probably be taking off and replacing with the Bravo Company, you're looking at just under 3 ounces for the Bravo, and 2.3 or 2.4 we'll call it for the A2. So you're adding just over half an ounce to go to the biggest version and the heaviest version of the Bravo Company grip. Definitely not a major weight increase there. So I'm hoping to get out and get some range time with this weekend. It's nicely textured. Feels good in the hand. It's not overly aggressive. The texture is pretty similar to the Magpul texture, although Magpul likes to get cute and put their logo in the texturing. So doesn't appear that Bravo Company is hiding any satanic messages in their texturing, but there you go. Good front strap patterning there, texture. So it feels good in the hand, feels good, made it up to the lower. I'm going to get this mounted up to one of my guns. I'll mount up the Mod Zero and the Mod 1 and get out and do some shooting this weekend and let you guys know how they work and what I think about them after I've got some trigger time with them. So again, Bravo Company manufacturing. This is the GFG. Mod Zero is the smaller. Mod 1 is the larger backstrap. All the grips come with 2 of these inserts, a long one and a short one, as well as the slotted head. Again, thank you, Bravo Company, and the lock washer. This has been Rob from Tactical Yellow Visor, and thanks for watching. I'll have links in the comments section down below there so you can take a look and find these grips on Bravo Company's website. Thanks again, and we'll see you on the next one.